What in the world, boy? It's your boy Big Low Country. Hey, man, I was just chilling and cracking some pecans when I heard that Hayden Hurst, fifth-year option, was declined from the Falcons. And I also heard that, they are enforcing Calvin Ridley's fifth-year option. So, look here, before we get started, y'all make sure that y'all do a country boy a favor. Hit that subscribe button. It will make my heart jump for joy, and I promise I'll dance at your wedding one day if you did it for me. But look, let's go ahead and talk about old Hayden Hurst and Calvin Ridley. Have you ever been in a relationship? You're kind of trying to figure out what you want to do, if you want to be exclusive with this person or not, And I think both of these guys are on both sides of the spectrum. First, let's talk about Hayden Hurst. So Hayden Hurst, we got him last year from the Ravens, for a draft pick. He was the first round draft pick for the Ravens. We know that the kid has talent, but we know that he's a baller. We also know that he wasn't used effectively in Dirk Cutter's system last year. And he was still productive. If you compare him to the average tight end, he was still very productive. 56 catches, 571 yards, 6 touchdowns, average 10 yards a catch. So whenever we heard that Arthur Smith was coming to the Atlanta Falcons, everybody got real excited. Everybody said, we seen what he did with Jonnu Smith, running this zone run blocking scheme and knowing how Matt Ryan has such camaraderie with tight ends. We thought that he was just going to be going off this year. Now, since they're declining his fifth-year option, that means that he's going to play through the 2021 year, knowing that he's going to be an unrestricted free agent next year. Now, I think that this is financial/psychological warfare from Terry Fontenot, because if Hayden Hurst does come in and he balls out, the Falcons are going to be trying to pay this man. Yeah, if he comes in, he learns the system, because that's one thing that a lot of people are forgetting. You got to make sure that you know the system. Whenever you got a new coach, new offensive coordinator coming in, it might still be the same scheme, but we got to learn all the terminology. We got to learn the language. Sometimes coach, he asks for us to do things a certain way. So if Hayden Hurst comes in and he learns the system and he's efficient in it, look, he's trying to get paid. Just like I'm trying to get paid, just like you trying to get paid, like we all trying to get paid. So if Hayden Hurst comes in and he does what he's supposed to do, number one, it's going to make the team better. Number two, it's going to get him paid, whether it's with the Falcons or with someone else. Everybody wins. I'm not even mad at it. When you're in that relationship and that person that you're dating, they starting to act kind of funny, you say, okay, we need to take a step back to see. Before I make my commitment to you, you need to show me. You need to show me what you're trying to do. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, you got Calvin Ridley. So, if you're in that relationship, you're at a crossroads. If that person is showing you something that you think that you might want to commit to long term, you might let them leave their toothbrush over at your house. You might let them leave their toothbrush, leave a stick of deodorant or something. You might do that. You might do that until you fully commit to them. Before y'all start sharing bank accounts and everything like that, you go ahead and commit a little bit more. So the Falcons, they're also saying, well, let's look at what Calvin Ridley did last year. So if we look at what Calvin Ridley did last year, 90 catches, 1,374 yards, 9 touchdowns, averaged 15 yards a catch. He was balling out. Now, looking at that, one of the main things that we have to consider is that Calvin Ridley, this was the first year that he was healthy, played all 16 games. He didn't sit out most of the season like he did before. And that's definitely a good thing. That's definitely a positive sign. Now, with this whole Julio Jones quandary that the Atlanta Falcons are going through, everybody's wondering whether or not Julio's still going to be here. We know that Calvin Ridley is going to be here next year, and moving forward, we're going to see if they're going to try to work this contract out with him to keep him long term. Now, I know a lot of people think that Calvin Ridley might not be a number one receiver like Julio Jones. A lot of people think that the only reason he does what he does is because of Julio Jones. I want to let everybody out there know you can't compare someone to someone who's one of the greatest of all time, and it's just expect him to be one of the greatest of all time. You can't do it, Bo. You can't do it. If your brother, look, if you got a brother and he drives a Maybach or a Rolls Royce and you got a Mercedes, don't feel bad about your Mercedes. Julio Jones is the Rolls Royce. Calvin Ridley is the Mercedes. Don't feel bad about that, Bo. Don't feel bad about it. Look, I think Calvin Ridley is a very, very, very good wide receiver. And I think that he has the potential to be even better. You know, he works on his craft. He's one of the best route runners in the NFL, has great speed. Look, nobody's perfect. I pointed this out to y'all many times. A lot of times, Calvin Ridley, he avoids contact. You know, he'll make some decisions. Sometimes he makes some business decisions on the field, you know, because he's trying to avoid that contact. He's trying to run away from contact. He's also trying to keep himself healthy too. So moving forward, we're going to see what this means for this team on the field. I'm really liking the direction that the Atlanta Falcons are going in. I need y'all to tell me in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. What y'all think about these moves that the Atlanta Falcons are making, man. Also, make sure that you do a country boy favor. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and comment because I reply to all comments. Hey, man, I'll make sure that y'all be easy. Don't do nothing that I would do. Rise up, 8 times down.